What's up, YouTube? This is Slide 8 Fry here. I'm probably going to have to record this in segments given my schedule. With my new job, I work it in the morning to the afternoon, and I could start like 8, 9, whatever, but I usually try to start at 7, and right now it is 7. But here's the problem. My bowels were not letting me leave the bathroom. I had to use it twice. It sucked. So instead of starting this at like around 6:15 or something, I started at 7:07. Hey, that's my area code. Anyway, I'll just do part of this. JonTron uploaded a new video yesterday, and you know, sorry my hair is so crazy right now. I just don't really have time to fix it up, and didn't have time to shave. I need to shave. I have to. Facial hair just, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. I mean, I don't know. Do you think it looks good? I don't think so. But anyway, that said, let's get to it. And yeah, I'm sitting on the couch instead of at the counter because we've been dealing with some stuff here. I'll just say we've been dealing with ants because there's some holes in some of the walls that we didn't know about, which is really annoying. But I'm not going to get into it. I'll start the video, but I don't think I'll finish it in this recording. I'll probably be doing this in segments.
You there! You cheeky bastard! I see your spying eye! Don't be coy, come in and make yourself useful! Some people...
Okay, that was pretty funny, but there. There we go. Why is that thing blocking my view? It's so irritating. Okay, I'm sorry. It's being really stupid.
You there! You cheeky bastard! I see your spying eye! Don't be coy, come in and make yourself useful! Some people enjoy their privacy, like me, while other people enjoy digging into other people's private information, like you. Hold still. Which is why I'm very excited to have NordVPN as the sponsor for today's video. NordVPN is incredibly easy to use, and with over 5,500 servers in 60 countries, NordVPN is the fastest VPN on the market. As a content creator, I'm constantly downloading new programs and files for work, so using NordVPN's threat protection software keeps my mind at ease, knowing if there is a threat, NordVPN will detect it automatically to protect my PC and videos. In addition to keeping your internet connection private and secure, NordVPN allows you to watch content not available in your country due to geo-blocking. And for users dealing with bandwidth throttling, NordVPN encrypts all your traffic so your internet service provider can't slow down your streaming speed. And guess what? NordVPN is offering a truly exclusive deal for JonTron viewers, specifically, that's you! If you go to nordvpn.com/JonTron and grab their awesome deal, you'll be directly supporting the show as well as our awesome sponsor. Everyone wins, except for the bad guys stealing your data. And best of all, it's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So once again, a final thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to try NordVPN risk-free at nordvpn.com/JonTron. And now if you don't excuse me, I gotta figure out what to do with that peeping Tom over there. Come here, you. Don't worry, this is just a formality.
JonTron Special Victims.
Pro gaming. When I was a boy, pro gaming was about high scores, crashing bandicoots, and LAN parties. Esport, live stream, the Enderman? I don't know what any of those words mean, but if I did, I can guarantee you they'd make me shove your head in the nearest locker. Teabagging used to mean something when it was done in person, god damn it. It ain't the same anymore. Now all the kids want to do is hang out and stream together in massive, concrete gamer compounds. You don't need to stream it. Just tell me what is happening. I'll buy tickets and show up, for Christ's sakes. You hippies never change. And what's with the compound thing? Seriously, like what is with that? I'm weirded out by that. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, Gen Z, but literally nothing good ever happened in a compound. Waco, FLDS Church, Sucrose. Now, if you don't excuse me, I'm gonna go game the way God intended.
Double kill.
Oh yeah,
triple kill,
that's old school.
Kilimanjaro.
Okay, let's be real though. What is with this gamer compound trend anyway? I've heard about the gamer house, but the gamer compound is new. Originally, I heard about this phenomenon from some strange internet mule character. I can't quite remember his name. What is it, like Donkey Donuts or something like that? Anyways, he made a pretty killer video on the subject.
I'm sure most of you know. I actually have never watched this content, but I know about him. It's a video game donkey. I like to use the Shrek. I like to pretend to use the Shrek accent as if he's talking to Donkey. Video game donkey. I suck at the Shrek accent though, but yeah, that's who it is. Video game donkey.
Which you should definitely watch, by the way. But even he didn't know how deep this facility went. That's right, this thing goes straight down to the Earth's core, okay? We're talking bunkers of G fuel and low testosterone. But before we get into the more crazy stuff, let's ground ourselves, no pun intended, and look at the video that started the entire trend. That's right, I'm talking about we built the best gaming facility in the world. $1 million tour. It's a classic. Just $1 million though? I mean, everyone's got that laying around these days. Like this is normal and boring.
Hey,
So I don't know.
that's messed up.
It's not that impressive. Just play the video.
Fucking jerk. I've never had $1 million in my life. You know, it's very possible that my combined earnings over my lifetime throughout my 20s and into my 30s now is above $1 million when you combine all of it, but I'm always spending it, so I've never had $1 million. Like, god damn. That's so, you bastard.
YouTube, how the fuck you doing? Hey guys, Nate Shot. Today, I'm bringing a brand new video. This is the most excited I have ever been
No way.
in our company's history.
Okay, well. Which started precisely exactly when I pulled up right there to that curb. So basically, it's all downhill from here.
What we're going to do is elevate all facets of our business. Content, apparel, and esports.
I got that business model off WikiHow, and I really hope it works, otherwise I've got some serious explaining to do to my mom. So as you can see on the title of the YouTube video, it says $1 million tour, but apparently that was just relating to the tour alone because the actual grand total of the budget was $35 million. And personally, I think they could have, done the tour for a little cheaper, but hey, you know how the business world is, write-offs. Gotta have that Asian fusion with the coworkers.
And that's why I'm so excited to welcome you all to the 100 Thieves Cash App compound. Let's go take a look. Off.
Ooh, embarrassing. Too low of a gamer score to get in? I was telling you, you should have been more careful when you were just openly criticizing Bill Gates for buying up all that farmland for some reason. I'm just saying it's gonna be a lot of Microsoft Office Suite subscriptions you're gonna have to purchase before you can get that score back up.
Come on in.
Oh, life is not fair.
For the first time ever, it brings me so much joy to start this tour at our wonderful foyer, or foyer, however you want to say it.
And most of us just say foyer. Look, I'm just saying, it's up to you if you want to be dropping the hard R.
We have the lovely Jess here, our operations manager at 100 Thieves. Right behind her, we have the 100 Thieves D-Boss branding smack dab in the middle of the wall, hits you right in the face as soon as you walk in.
That's an unfounded claim. Really, at best, I'm giving you that center left.
Jess, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Like your usual.
I would love the usual. I'm so glad you asked.
Got you.
I'm so glad. I'm not mad. I'm just happy. I'm getting the usual. You didn't make a mistake.
All right, thank you.
Some poor interns just down there pushing that up, aren't they? That didn't look mechanical to me. That looked like someone's hand unwillingly forced it out. In fact, I think I even saw a couple fingers come up in the shot there.
Let's go say hello.
There's nothing more gamer than a fixed rate mortgage.
No
Trust
kidding.
me, I played Worms 2 in 1998. Yeah, that's gamer. Sorry to tell you.
Oh, Nate Shot, how you
Brother.
doing?
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
How was the boot camp?
Copenhagen.
You know what? Speaking of Worms, I should really play that game. An acquaintance of mine who I first met here on YouTube, like way back, like more than a decade ago, 2009. My channel was only a year old at the time. Now it's 14 years old. His channel was a few years old and got deleted over copyright crap. But he started over, a little after, and still around. His video, unfortunately for him, his channel is a lot smaller than mine, despite some professional level work, in my honest opinion. Anyway. And that's not to say my channel is big. 2,000 subscribers is not big. But, or 2,129 subscribers is not big. I checked earlier today. Number could be different, though. Anyway. What was he? What was I mentioning? Oh yeah, yeah. He also does a lot of gaming footage, like I used to do when I first started my channel, and I watched him play Worms on Dreamcast. I think it's just called Worms Armageddon. It looked like a lot of fun. I've never played Worms, but I played a Flash game that is. I have this here. I played a Flash game that is a lot like Worms, except it had tanks, and he just aimed the cannons where you want to fire, and then it determines where they land. And I was fairly decent at that. What I was really good at, though, there was a Flash game I used to play against other people online back in like 2004, 2005. I forget what it was called, but it was on the Miniclip website. And wow, look what time it is. Anyways, it was interesting. Um, I dominated people at that game. I like kind of want to play it again, except I'm probably gonna suck at it now since it's been since the last time I played it. I was a teenager, and now I'm in my 30s. But like I kicked everybody's ass at that game. Like somehow I knew exactly. Like it was a game where you were a monkey, and you were shooting a cannon that shot snowballs out of it, and you shoot at the monkey across the other side of the field. And I dominated at that game. Like I knew how to like perfectly aim my cannon exactly where I needed to aim it to hit the enemy every single time. I don't know how that was possible, but I just somehow just kicked that much ass at the game. I've never actually been somebody who's like that accurate at those kind of things, but with that game, for some reason, I just was. My opponents would miss all the time. In fact, I think a lot of my opponents would rage quit because I was landing my shots every time, no matter where they were. I'll continue this a little bit longer, but I'm gonna be starting my work late, and that's not good. So, although I have something else I do have to do between locations, I'll be working. So, having to do with the rent, I'll do a little bit longer. I do want to play. I do definitely want to play um, Worms sometime though.
Nate Shot, how you
Brother.
doing?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
How was the boot camp?
Copenhagen was great, but I'm focusing on the now. This compound, I've been all around the world. This place is insane.
Yeah, trust me, and I've seen everything. I was just literally standing outside Amalienborg Palace, and are you telling me this hunk of junk is better than Rocket Mortgage themed Hell Cube? Coming from somebody who sounds like they've not been everywhere.
And we have two players that I'm so glad have returned back to 100 Thieves. Meteos and Someday are back! Hello.
Please, sir, don't hurt me. I'm unfamiliar with the area. I pose no threat to you. I carry no weapon.
Hey, Nate Shot.
We gonna win some matches this year?
All of them.
The gestures were funny. They are really funny, but I'm gonna have to point out something. Now, I hope nobody took offense to how JonTron made fun of him doing that. It just was funny. But actually, it's very common in a lot of Asian cultures, particularly Korean, and I don't want to assume, but okay, he's probably Korean. And the reason why is because Koreans are really good at video games. They really are really good at them. Before pro gaming became as big as it is, back during the late 2000s, there was still some pro gaming. It was mostly StarCraft. There was Warcraft 3. Guess what? In StarCraft, almost all the pro gamers in the tournament were Korean. There was one white guy from the United States. One. All the rest of them were Korean. I am not kidding about that. If anybody who wasn't Korean was going against them, they weren't even part of the league, and they would get their ass kicked. Except that one white guy I mentioned. So, he's probably Korean. And it is, it's actually sort of common for them to kind of wave like this. They do that, like, kind of a lot. It's not exactly out of nervousness. I mean, it may seem like it is, but it's kind of common for them to do that. But still, I did find it funny that he pointed it out, that he was waving like that. Like, it does make it give you this impression that, oh my God, this guy, he's scared.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. But
Shot.
we're gonna win some matches this year?
All of them.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. But
Every single one.
you just made a promise to me.
And clearly you made a mistake by doing that, but it's not my problem. And you may have noticed my stance has widened and my demeanor has changed. That's on account of your mouth writing checks your ass can't cash. You're genuinely in danger.
Someday, you have no idea how many hot dogs I'm gonna get you this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. That's insane. What I'm saying is
he
clearly
wants them.
insane. And I don't know why I would say something like that to you with no context. But you know what? That's all right. Let me hit that hot dog hole for you someday. Yo, you want some ketchup on that too? Don't worry, man. We got you covered. You can have as many of those as you want. What do you think exactly we're doing with that $35 million? You think I'm not going to build you a hot dog hole? Someday. This is America. This is Cash App, Rocket Mortgage, Liberty Mutual, Hot Pocket, Crust Pocket, Pocket Hocket. This is Los Angeles, baby.
And now we're moving on to the boardroom. This is where the best and brightest at 100 Thieves talk about how we're going to elevate this company day in and day out. What are you guys up to?
Every day.
Hello. What's up?
Is this just real? I feel like we really genuinely shouldn't be here, and this was not part of the script. Hey, you can't just be casually strolling into a board of directors meeting, white-knuckling a sugar-free Red Bull and expect a standing ovation, for Christ's sakes.
What are you guys doing?
We're waiting for John.
You waiting for John?
Yep.
He's late?
Yep.
Again?
As usual.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry I'm late. There was something severely wrong with the hot dog piping system. Oh, Nate Shot. What's up, man? It's good to see you. Y'all want a dog?
I'm going to have to talk to him about
Yo,
that.
Nate, where you going? So basically after this, he takes us through the rest of the facility, shows us some of his prisoners, and he realizes no one has any idea what they're doing or has ever heard the two words business and model next to each other before.
You could bring your laptop and maybe work on a spreadsheet or
Oh
a
my
new
God, he seems
presentation.
so uninterested.
Spreadsheets, huh? Great.
And the rest is pretty much history. And look, if that's where things ended, everything would have been just fine. But this is the highly competitive e-sporting world after all, so it was only a matter of time really until someone else would up the ante, and it happened like 2 months later with the aid of 50 million fucking dollars. Who is it that's giving these banknotes out like candy to anyone and everyone who's got the startup equivalent of just shooting in the dark?
I don't
Because
know.
can I get that guy's number? But look, I don't need your charity, okay? I've got $50 million laying around the house just like any normal person.
Oh my
so I could
God.
build a stupid gamer compound if I wanted to. Okay, it's just I'm saving it for more important stuff like imminent hyperinflation. Okay, let's see what you got.
Okay. This is a good way to segue. He's doing the next one. All right. This was a lot of fun to watch so far. I do have to go to work. And like I said, I would have started this sooner, maybe even been done before going to work. But my bowels, I'm not going to get into that opposite. Ugh, gross. But, wow. Anyway, that was a weird video that he was watching. Like, that was weird. I mean, I guess they're trying to be funny, but it just looks awkward, doesn't it? It looks like they don't know what's going on. It looks like what the fuck? And the guy just wasn't into it. Like, he could have at least pretended to be like, oh yeah, I love Microsoft Excel. I use it every day. But no, it's just awkward. Anyways, I didn't even know about these gamer compounds. Like I know there's pro gamers. Obviously, it's huge nowadays compared to when I first started watching StarCraft tournaments in the late 2000s. But like, seriously, you're building big ass compounds. Like, do you need to? It looks. I mean, that's really expensive, man. You're spending money that like some people have not actually made in their entire life. You know, like what the fuck? Yeah. That said, we'll get to part 2 in a bit. Welcome back, YouTube. So let's continue the JonTron video. I just finished my shift with my morning job. Actually, I finished it a few hours ago. In fact, I finished it around 3 hours ago exactly. 1:35. Did a little bit of work with DoorDash while still down in Petaluma. I'm in Roanoke Park now, deciding to get something to eat. and I'm right by the Roanoke Park Library. I think other than being inside my car, this Roanoke Park Library area out here is probably the most common place I've actually shot reaction videos at, because it's just so convenient, because there's usually nobody else around, and I'm not disturbing the people in the library, and I'm actually still connected to their Wi-Fi from out here. So let's continue.
Expensive gaming facility in the world. Hyperinflation. A stupid gamer compound if I wanted to. Okay, it's just I'm saving it for more important stuff like imminent hyperinflation. Okay, let's see what you got. The most expensive gaming facility in the world. First look at TSM's $50 million esports center. Better have at least Red Bull coconut flavor or I rage.
25,000 square feet. Watch parties, tailgates, LAN parties, events here. I'm talking real big, baby.
Okay, all right, I like it so far. Very spacious, looks fancy. Lots of room for gaming and energy drink type activities.
The largest esports gaming facility in the West. This space is really going to change it up.
Okay, I'm paying attention. This one looks at least 4 times the size of the last one. I'm sold, guys. What are we changing up?
Twice.
What's different? It's not built yet. That's what's different. That's the change. This is the most expensive gaming facility yet to exist. Don't you think you could have, finished at least the most expensive gaming facility yet to exist? Don't you think you could have, finished at least the first room or something, just as a proof of concept for the audience? At the minimum, if you were gonna go with this much hype on the thing, I don't know. And maybe if it's not done yet, you'd be better off just sticking and walking around the outside of it, showing off the gigantic spray-painted TSM logo you commissioned by Banksy's aunt once removed, or whatever matters to you cretins.
Here we are at the front entrance. Let's go inside.
Come along.
Whoa.
Can you really call it an entrance when the whole thing is basically entrances all the way around? That's right, call it an
entrance. Let's go inside.
Come along.
Look at that. That creepo. Why are you looking at me like that, you weird man?
Can you really call it an entrance when the whole thing is basically entrances all the way around? That's right, that compound's as porous as a sponge, Lena.
So here we're gonna have a reception area with a giant TSM logo hanging up there. And on this side, we're gonna have, a nice waiting area for our fans, sponsors, whoever wants to come in.
Yeah, I would totally just sit on top of that pile and wait there. That's the life.
Time that happens, the asbestos pile is probably going to be gone. We heard that causes cancer, and that is not consistent with our company values.
And then over here, we're going to have
ma'am, you need a hard hat to be in this area?
From TSM's
ma'am, excuse me, this is serious? Ma'am, is she for real? My ass is on the line for this, so I'm just going to hold it here for you if you won't wear it.
As you can tell. But when it's done, the interior is going to be painted.
He makes a good point. Why aren't they wearing their damn hard hat? They should be wearing it. Every time I've seen somebody well, not every time, but usually when I see somebody tour a new facility and, show it off and it's still under construction, they usually are wearing a hard hat. Like, they're usually told you have to wear a hard hat, but they're not even wearing them. What the fuck? It's for your safety. What if there actually is some equipment that falls on your head or something,
Painted in black and white, our team colors, with really cool brand new LED lighting and glass walls all around.
Placeholder. Placeholder. I love it. It sounds so sophisticated and, dare I say, exotic. You know what else I think might be placeholder? I better not say. You seem like good kids.
When you're competing at the highest level, there's a lot of stress constantly, and
so that's why the mass graves are there, to remind you of what happens when you don't win and stuff. I don't know, it's kind of messed up, but it's what the board of directors wanted, so.
And so we decided to add a sensory deprivation tank. So we're gonna have a float tank right there. So if you come on in.
A what?
A float tank, have you ever been in one?
No.
So it's just like a pod, you go inside, you're floating, and you just go inside and you meditate to clear your mind.
Wait, what? You're telling me all I needed to get my KDR up on Fortnite was an egg with water in it? Or maybe you're implying I need a wash? I don't know. All I do know is count me in. Where do you even get one of these? Let's try the tried and true Alibaba. Okay. Sensory deprivation tank.
Holy
yeah, okay,
shit.
You can get them on Alibaba. I'm not paying $5,000 for a bath with a lid. Why can I even buy this on Alibaba? And why do I feel like I really shouldn't be able to buy this on Alibaba? Who brings this to me if I were to buy this right now? Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy this just to find out.
So like with all this space, 25,000 square feet, that's the largest in the West, largest esports game.
You know what, guys? Why don't you just call me up when it's done, huh? Show, not tell. That's what I always say. Let's move on to the next one on our list. Now listen, if you weren't fully impressed by that literal landfill just then, the Dutch got you covered with their fancy new Team Liquid Alienware compound. Now, I promised myself I would never mention the Dutch again, but these guys just keep cropping up. This time in Utrecht. Utrecht? How do you even say this? How to pronounce Utrecht? Okay.
Utrecht.
Utrecht. Wait, that can't be right. Oh, we're on the American pronunciation. Let's switch to the Dutch the British pronunciation.
Utrecht.
I feel so cultured. There's just no way. I'm learning. Utrecht. There's no replacement for being worldly. Give me a Dutch guy saying Utrecht for God's sake. How do you say it? I know it's not bad.
Utrecht.
Okay, that's probably right.
That's it. That's the one. That's the official pronunciation.
Good luck trying.
Sorry, Netherlands. Gonna have to update your lexicon.
Hey everyone, it's Mike from Team Liquid, and today we're going to check out the Alienware training facility in EU. So right now, we're in the entrance. The other thing on the other side of Did
you have to circle it so terribly? Look at that. Look at how poorly this is circled. Okay. Why is the UK included? Brexit. Why do you have this much of Spain in there? This looks terrible. How did you draw it this horribly? God, it wouldn't be that hard to draw that better. I would just go on Photoshop to show it, but those who remember a few months ago, Adobe took away all my software that I actually bought because it's not the newest version. And I guess if I wanted to, I can go on MS Paint and, after downloading this exact map and then just draw it and show how much better I could have done on MS Paint. Like, they weren't even trying. Pathetic. Alright, well, for now, I'm not going to, just simply because I am not plugged into an outlet. Just for the hell of it, I could make a members-only video where I just draw, but that'd be kind of a pointless thing for members to watch.
Right now, we're in the entrance. The other thing on the other side of the entrance hallway is one of my favorite rooms because it holds...
Yeah, see, Hello Kitty, Dell Technologies. I've heard from people who are like big time into computers that Dell makes bad computers, which is ironic because I'm actually on a Dell laptop and I'm saying that, but I didn't realize Dell computers were like bad until after I bought this laptop, which has been working out for me. I've had this laptop since I bought it on sale on Black Friday on BestBuy.com, and yeah, so it's worked out. Back in 2016, it was at the time it was $350 on sale, and 1 terabyte hard drive, 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's a SATA hard drive, unfortunately, so there's problems here and there with that. Maybe someday I'll upgrade to an SSD, but to do that, I wouldn't be able to get a 1 terabyte hard drive. SSDs go to like 250 gigabytes. They're better, but they don't store as much, at least not yet. My wife's laptop, which is an HP, and I ordered each and every part from the HP website, has an SSD. But I got that for her like in, was it late 2019, I think? Yeah, it was late 2019. But yeah, that looks like Hello Kitty And it also looks like some other animated characters I've seen, like maybe the, BTS animated characters, except, not in the colors they have. Okay.
On the other side of the entrance hallway is one of my favorite rooms because it holds a lot of magic and relevance to an organization like ours, which is our Dell Technologies server room.
Oh man, that takes me right back. In fact, I've got my own box of relevance right here. Now let's see what we can find in it, huh? We've got Doom shareware disk, RAM stick, and wait, sorry, is that VGA cable?
Yes, that's old school.
Sorry, I don't like getting sentimental on camera.
And what you need in every office is your front desk and the smile behind the front desk. Hello, Laura, how are you?
Doing good, how are you?
Now, it looks like there's a little hole here.
Wow, what's that do? Can I put my hand in it? Is it gonna be like a spaghetti trap that scares me, makes me think it's spiders? Oh wow, I can feel your leg through here. Gucci, Gucci. Wanna see my server room?
So stupid.
Oh, right. Okay, we're not that fancy.
What's with the cans of energy drink coming out of all the desk holes in these friggin' tour videos? Is the secret sauce to be holding onto the can? Is that what it is? Is that what you gotta do? Because I'm all for it. That's what you... Is this... Would you trust me more like this? Is that the more trustworthy, John?
Snapple
if I do that? Does that soothe you?
It's not an energy drink.
Does that soothe you? Does that put you in a trance? Look up here. Is your wallet loosening?
Right next to the kitchen and dining hall area is the Team Liquid Player Lounge, and this is a place to chill, play ping pong, but also, if you need something from our chef...
No.
Oh, listen, do you want a place to shit or not? I know you do. I see that G Fuel you're all drinking. It smells like death coming out of you. What do you want, the goddamn PewDiePie flavor or something? Okay, just leave me alone!
That totally caught me off guard. Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh. What did he say about PewDiePie there?
If you need something from our chef...
Oh, listen, do you want a place to shit or not? I know you do. I see that G Fuel you're all drinking. It smells like death coming out of you. What do you want, the goddamn PewDiePie flavor or something?
Oh, the PewDiePie flavor, yeah.
Okay, just leave me alone!
Yeah, I've had that before. I forget when it was sometime last year. I've had the Sonic the Hedgehog G Fuel, which was a peach flavor, kind of like, the peach ring candies. So it was based on the, that because these, Sonic rings. And I also have had the PewDiePie flavor of the G Fuel. It was some kind of red one. It was red, but I forget what flavor it was. But that was also really good stuff. I don't really actually drink energy drinks that often, although I've actually kind of been drinking them a little more lately. Probably should stop. But anyway, yeah, I typically don't really drink them that much. But those are pretty good. PewDiePie flavor.
You get it. Next to the player lounge is the player hallway, which...
Sorry, did you say the player hallway? My dude, it's not that serious.
Just say
you
hallway.
You don't need to theme the hallway. Not everything needs to be themed.
Shout out to Elgato for giving us everything that we need in these streamer pods for going live on Twitch and Huya.
Listen, man, no streamer is going to use that computer. Okay, you want to know how I know? I'll show you how I know. Might be a little distracting for the audience. You want to know how I got this beast purring? Oh yeah, that's File Explorer, baby. Wait till you hear it when you boot up Minecraft.
Oh
What you'll see is Coach and Man.
What do you think? Do you think that really happened, or he did some editing to make it look like all it took was the File Explorer to cause the Alienware computer to react that way? Because I have a hard time believing just opening the File Explorer would cause it to go crazy, to just go haywire and be so loud like that. I have a hard time believing that. I think he did an editing trick to make it look like that was done. Because I'm going to be honest, doing an editing trick like that would not actually be hard to do. It's pretty easy. It's just it's what you'd call picture-in-picture or PIP, where you show the footage and then you can even do it on just
the editing software you have if it has cropping tools. And you just add another layer, which is to put a video over the screen itself, which is, there you go, you put a different footage there. It's a pretty easy editing trick to do. I am under the impression he did that through some editing tricks that I have actually done myself.
Manager on your left, and then room for 5 players to scrim. We thought of everything here.
We thought of everything, like making it impossible to plug anything into a USB port without bumping your shin and or skinning your knees. We thought
horrible.
of everything.
That's horrible.
And one of my favorite areas is the war rooms or the call rooms that we have. They're all Marvel themed for the first time. So we have Captain America, Doctor Strange, and Venom.
I'm not sure why that was what he picked as his favorite room. I wouldn't have picked that one myself, but I'm just saying because there was a dying man in it. So that's why I wouldn't have picked it, but
Hey, go to jail.
he didn't even try to help that dying man. So, today you've seen the kind of things money can buy you in this world, huh? But have you seen this? No, your eyes do not deceive you. That is, indeed, at the very least, 50,000 groats. A groat being 4 pence apiece, of course, and what was the average medieval laborer making 2 pence a day? You can imagine the kind of personal fortress 50,000 groats might build a man. What do you mean a company called NRG already built a gamer castle? I've had this plan for like 6 months. Yeah, I literally just showed everybody the groats. Oh, I'm gonna look like a fool! So yeah, you heard that right. Self-described professional gaming and entertainment company NRG has done the only thing fit for a true king of industry and gone and built a literal gamer castle. More well known among the local peasantry, of course, by its colloquial name, the NRG Hot Pockets Castle in downtown LA.
God. Okay. I'll get to this in a bit, but my battery's getting low, so I'm gonna actually have to record some more later in an area where I can plug in my computer. But my hair looks good, except it's still a little messy. Anyways, it's so annoying when you see the name of something and it has the name of a brand. Like, it oftentimes doesn't even go with what the hell the brand, what the hell it's sponsoring. It's so goddamn annoying. You know what I mean? Anyways, be back later. Just a moment. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around this far. So, I am actually still sitting outside the library. In fact, I'd say I'm a little further away, but the internet still works the Wi-Fi still works pretty well over here. And even though I'm a little further away, they have an outlet set up, which I'm not even sure what's powering it. I don't know if it's coming from the police station over there or from the library over here or some alternative underground source. I don't know, but yeah. Got my laptop charging so I can finish this. From what I can see, it looks like you can still see my face pretty well. That matters. If that's a problem, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to angle myself differently so that it'll be easier to see my face if I'm ever recording over here. Although I will make it clear once again, the recent surge in subscribers gave me an additional 220 subscribers in the last 2 months, which is for me pretty big because it usually takes me over a year to get to 200 to get an extra 200 subscribers. That recent surge came from uploading shorts about the Johnny Depp trial, and I've gotten a lot of views on those. One of my shorts of that trial, which I uploaded back in May, is my 11th most viewed YouTube video, and basically I don't know, maybe my 15th or 14th most viewed video of all time, because I have some videos on TikTok that have performed better. But anyways, so yeah, priority is still that stuff, and I'm still gonna upload a review of I'm still going to upload a series of reviews of Johnny Depp films to try to keep the new subscribers around who are interested in more Johnny Depp stuff. So anyway, I'm still making these reaction videos, at least for the time being. That could change if I find something that actually more consistently gets me views. If not, the reaction videos will still be here to stay while I'm still trying to make original stuff as well.
Hell is no longer a place only accessible after death. Let's have a look. LA, it's by its colloquial name, Gamer Castle. More well known among the local peasantry, of course, by its colloquial name, the NRG Hot Pockets Castle in downtown LA.
So as I mentioned before, having to take a break because of my my laptop needing the charge, it's so annoying having to see the name of a brand in the middle of the name of some building, stadium, whatever the case may be. So I'm from the Bay Area, and at least it's not Hot Pockets, but like the 49ers stadium, when it was in San Francisco, they're still called the San Francisco 49ers, but they play an hour south of San Francisco in the city of Santa Clara. They're right by San Jose. If they called themselves the San Jose 49ers, I wouldn't even have an issue because Santa Clara is right by San Jose. Not to mention, show San Jose some love. If you look up the numbers, San Jose is actually the most populated city in the Bay Area, not San Francisco. Anyways, where the Santa Clara 49ers play, nearby Great America Theme Park. If you're in the area, check out Great America Theme Park. It's awesome, especially the drop zone. It goes higher than any of the imitations you'll see anywhere else. Anyways, it's called Levi Stadium. That's where the Santa Clara 49ers play, or San Jose 49ers. It's called Levi Stadium. Yeah, I know they're called the San Francisco 49ers, but they play an hour away from San Francisco. It doesn't make sense. Now, Levi Stadium, yes, it's named after it's from the brand Levi's, for the jeans. Like, come on, man, seriously? Jeans. Yeah, let's have some football players wear some jeans on the field instead of wearing their, much better football. They're much better, pants that are better for mobility and and easier to fit the pads in. It's so irritating. Where the 49ers played before when they were in San Francisco, it was typically just called Candlestick Park. It's had other names. At one time, it was called Monster Park. Which was named after that website, monster.com, a website where you can search for jobs, which was very popular at the time. It's still pretty well known today, but it's pretty clear that Indeed is the number one job searching site now. But Monster's still around. But that name didn't sound bad. It sounded kind of cool. It's a pack of monsters. But and then over in Oakland, where the A's still play and the Raiders used to play before they moved to Las Vegas. The Oakland Coliseum has gone through many names. Like it used to be called the McAfee Coliseum, named after the antivirus software, which is just kind of weird, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just kind of weird. It was once called Network Associates Coliseum before it was called McAfee Coliseum. I have no idea what the hell Networks Associates is. I guess it's a company that no longer exists now, and they changed the name. I don't know. Maybe they changed the name to McAfee, and that's why it's McAfee right after. I don't know. And then later it became O.co Coliseum, which is an online shop, much like Amazon and Newegg and other places. Etsy, eBay, whatever. O.co I thought was okay because when there wasn't a sponsor, it was called the Oakland Coliseum. And then Oakland starts with an O, I thought O.co Coliseum was not bad. I thought it actually fit the Coliseum pretty well. So, yeah, I was okay with that. But there's so many, names of Coliseums that are so ridiculous that just because of the damn sponsored names, it's anyways, I should probably move on from this. It's just seeing this Hot Pockets Castle, like that just sounds so stupid. You know what I mean? It sounds so dumb. Ugh. Anyways, let's continue.
Because hell is no longer a place only accessible after death. Let's have a look. Wait a minute, why are they sponsored by the National Guard? Is this an offshoot of that one time the Army tried to like recruit kids on Twitch and publicly said shit like ooh-woo? Because hell is no longer a place only accessible after death? This fortress is under federal jurisdiction, okay? The general's watching over this place too. So if you even think of crossing that moat, you're not just gonna get the best car insurance rates in town, buddy. You're gonna get scalding oil.
What the fuck?
Gentlemen, I've gathered you guys here today
Oh god, they're trying to be all serious
in this
about
room where a lot of big announcements have been made. But now it's time to announce what's on the outside of this room.
it. Okay.
Because outside of this room
is a hallway with a big mound of shit right in the middle of it. I checked it, and it's fresh, and it wasn't there when I left yesterday. I'm not trying to press anyone, but I'm just saying, if it disappears by the end of the day, it's water under the drawbridge, and we can all move on.
Oh my god.
is a 20,000 square foot gaming fantasy factory.
Oh, and that too. Sorry, my bad. Should have probably mentioned that first, but I mean, it's right outside this room, so if you came in and you didn't see it, I think we have bigger problems.
Oh god.
I'm talking about a castle.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, did I say castle? Slip of the tongue. I meant a bunch of shit I bought from a Chuck E. Cheese that was going out of business that I put inside a big room.
Welcome to the Energy Castle, a creative studio made specifically for the creation of over-the-top and viral content. Like the Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory of Gaming or Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, but for gaming.
Basically just like whatever combination of words will make you listen to me, but for gaming.
Basically.
This wasn't a space designed for one specific team. It's really not even just designed for NRG.
Really, at this point, as far as I'm concerned, if you're paying the entrance fee, I'm looking the other way. I am in debt to a lot of dangerous people.
I bet you are.
Speaking of your favorite players, we got Clicks right here. What's good, Clicks?
Your name is Clicks?
What is your first impression of the castle?
First impression is it's incredible.
The castle's great. I would just, if you could just buy like one more microphone or like stand closer to me, because like you came and asked me the question, so.
This is one of the first things you actually see when you walk into the castle. Here's the gate right here. You walk in and there's this TV wall with all these old TVs playing basically your best clips.
No, that looks like shit. That's bad.
Are those
yeah,
old
I wouldn't
TVs?
have done that. How long did it take you to do that? That looks like shit.
We put this.
I don't get it. Why are there like a bunch of like old tube TVs there? Like, why not just have a giant flat screen? That would have made so much more sense. And if you want to see a variety of highlights, allow the giant flat screen to have, you know, multiple feeds, multiple views to look at on the screen. I mean, that's something that's been a thing for a long time. I don't know who's calling. It's not important. Anyways, that's just weird. That's honestly just too fucking weird, don't you think?
Wall of old gaming consoles next to it.
That looks like shit.
We put this wall of old gaming consoles next to it. It's called the Every Console Ever wall.
We're still working on the name. Like, I think it's pretty cool. It's got a good ring to it, but yeah, we might be missing like a Wonder Swan color, some other stuff, but there's like 3 Nintendos on here for sure.
We also got these dope chairs. They were created by these same people who made the voice chairs.
Or at least that's what the guy I met at the McDonald's from the Craigslist ad said.
Oh my God,
they're dope and
that's
all, don't get me
horrible.
wrong, but I kind of feel like they phoned it in if you compare it to the real chairs from the voice. Ha ha. No, that's cool though.
They swivel back and forth just like in the show. They're just the Lazy Boy gamer version.
Yeah, we got scammed. I'm just gonna admit it right here on the camera. We got scammed big time. It's just literally from lazyboy.com. It's a lazy boy on a fucking lazy Susan. I got the lazy boy on the lazy Susan. Lazy boy, lazy Susan. Yeah! I got the lazy boy on the lazy Susan.
All right, guys.
I've only had a beer. Okay. If somehow you don't know, that was actually a reference to Angry Video Game Nerd and one of my favorite episodes of his from 2008 when he reviews NES accessories or accessories, that are that were made for games on the Nintendo Entertainment System. And he tries out the Rollin' Rocker, which is a terrible accessory from LJN, and obviously, if you're familiar with AVGN, you know how much he hates LJN. And he has a bottle of Rollin' Rock beer in his hands, and then he's all saying, "Hey, look, I'm drinking Rollin' Rock on the Rollin' Rocker," and he repeats himself the same way JonTron just did here. Not to mention, there's the music from Beetlejuice for the NES, which JonTron put in that clip. It's it's awesome. I really love that callback to AVGN. That's amazing. All right, let's continue.
And right here we have the $1 million double-decker gaming couch.
$7,000 hot dog sofa. $100,000 Harambe-shaped hot Cheeto. The list of all the other things we could have done with that money.
Here we have a temple. This was imported straight from India. I really feel like this thing gives a lot of soul to this space.
Sorry, what'd you say? You said that's a what now? Temple from India? You're saying? You said that? That's what you said?
And when you walk through these doors, you are entered into a more chill outdoor area to kind of hang out.
Go back! Go back to the temple. That's the one thing I want you to stay on. And he's gone. Where do you even buy an Indian temple? Wish.com? Oh, but don't worry, we're in the blue room. Just whiz right past that piece of ancient human history and, because have you seen our blue room? Spared no expense. It's blue, baby. Blue is back. I'm blue, dabu-dee, dabu-die.
Da-ba-dee, da-be-die, da-ba-dee-ba-dee-die, da-ba-dee, da-be-die, da-ba-dee-da-be-die, da-ba-dee, da-de-die, da-ba-dee-da-be-die. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-dee-da. No, I won't keep going with that. For a long time, I thought that song, nobody remembered, but apparently it's still well remembered nowadays. Or maybe it's because of nostalgia, because it's been over 20 years since that song was new, So now there's a bunch of nostalgia rising for that song.
I want to die.
I want to die.
Gaming content.
I can't remember the lyrics of the song that he's playing, but I recognize it. I just can't remember the lyrics. Mad World. So this is why I wish I did reaction videos to him back in 2020. For some reason, I actually just kind of forgot about his channel because I hadn't watched it in a long time. And then I was like, why don't I check it on JonTron? And then I later watched his videos from 2020, and I was like, you know what? With that being the case, why don't I try doing reactions to him in 2021? I've been doing reactions to basically every video that he's uploaded since. That was amazing. That truly was amazing. So, JonTron just has the best comedic timing. He does these green screens, these crazy edits on these crazy, editing techniques, and plus his own reactions to what he's showing. It's just so incredible. What's really funny? I'm gonna point out something that's really funny, and hopefully, if anybody decides to comment about this, they've already gotten to this part of the video. Some total prick commented on one of my reactions to a JonTron video, one of my reaction videos to JonTron, and basically called me a leech. I'm just like, wow, dude, you're calling me a leech for reacting to JonTron, but I basically reacted to a video of him reacting to other videos, so what's your point? Somebody did reply, and this other guy replied making a point that, oh yeah, but this guy, he worked really hard on the video, and he did some editing on the video. You're right that he shouldn't have actually called you that, but, he actually did put some hard work into it. No, he basically said, he basically said it's a low blow. You can't say that about JonTron. He obviously worked hard on the video, and I replied to him saying, yes, I know JonTron worked hard on the video. I understand that. But it's completely wrong to just go around and go on people's channels and call them a leech because you don't like what they do, you know? And, I mean, fortunately, lately, I haven't been doing as many reaction videos, so I haven't gotten comments like that as much. I'm still going to be making them because I'm not always going to have the time to make any original stuff. And plus, they're easier to make, and sometimes they're just a lot of fun to make. Anyways, thank you so much for watching up to this point. This was a blast to see. I love how JonTron just makes fun of these things. And, you know, it's cool that for the first time in quite some time, it's actually completely gaming-oriented. I mean, the most recent video before this, he was talking about that new mobile game. I forgot what it was called. But that was like the whole video, and it was a super short one that he just made like a lot quicker than his other ones, I guess, and just decided and he uploaded like a couple weeks after his previous video, which is crazy because he's always taken like many months before he uploads a video, you know. But then, you know, the videos before that, like almost all of them were not gaming oriented, you know, unless you go, you know, many years back. Anyway, for some reason I got like this headache today. I don't know where it came from. I was perfectly fine until like at some point when I was at work this morning. I don't know why. Maybe I'll take some aspirin when I get home. But anyways, yeah, this has been a blast. I've really been enjoying this. I've really enjoyed this new JonTron video. What do you think about the new JonTron episode and about how he makes fun of these overhyped gaming, you know, legendary gaming castle things? Like, dude, come on. It's not like they even need that shit. They could all technically just play at home and just connect to the internet that way. Sure, maybe at home they might not have the best servers, but I don't know. It's just when you think about like what else they could spend that money on, you know, like what the fuck, man. But you know, at the same time, in sports, not esports, but you know, the physical sports, I already mentioned in Oakland there's that Coliseum. There's, you know, stadiums for every sport: football, baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey, lacrosse, even. So it's I guess you can't make too much fun about how esports is, you know, being taken more seriously, and they're actually having big, you know, well, not arenas, but you know, big places to, you know, practice in. But then again, there's already, you know, what's it called? Convention centers and other places like that where the tournaments for gamers or professional or esports gaming tournaments already take place. So do they really need these crazy big ass castles to play their games and practice? Like, so there's that, you know. But then again, in professional sports, there's training facilities. Although the training facilities are usually within the actual stadiums they already play their actual games against other teams on. I don't know. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of a gray area when you think about it. I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you think it's going a bit too far with these gaming castles? I mean, look at how much money they're spending on that. Like, geez, man. And you know, I bet that I wonder if, like, when a lot of professional sports teams move to new cities, it's increasing taxes for people who live in these areas, you know? Like, when the Oakland Raiders moved to Las Vegas, I don't know the whole story, but it was said that before they moved, that Las Vegas citizens had their taxes increased even before the Raiders moved there, and they were pretty pissed about that. I mean, in the end, since the Raiders are improving again, I mean, they went to the playoffs last season, although they lost in the first round. But to be fair, they lost to the Bengals, who did go to the Super Bowl, and they lost closely to the Rams there. But I'm pretty sure because of, you know, the fact that they're playing pretty well, at least now, I'm sure citizens of Las Vegas are not too mad about it. Too mad about the tax rates going up. I'm sure they're probably just really excited that, you know, they get to watch football there and not just a hockey team with the Vegas Golden Knights. Now they have multiple teams that can watch there at different times of the year. Actually, it's kind of around the same time of the year, actually. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. But, wow. The way they tried to hype these with their videos and the editing and, like, the music they used and just the style they did, it's just... They're trying to be so serious in these videos where they show us everything and tour it. Like, it's hard when they're... I'm sure you've noticed this before, but when some corporations try to like be so serious about this new thing, and then because they're being so serious about it, it's hilarious because like you're thinking that they're overdoing it. You're like, really? Come on, man! You just start laughing about how serious they are, you know. Anyways, this has been a fun. This has been really fun to watch for sure. So I'm going to end the video here, and thank you so much for watching. Check out my playlist of JonTron reaction videos. I don't have a whole lot of them, but I have a decent. I have some. You know, I got like maybe 7 of them or something. I don't know how many, but check them out. And hey, stay tuned for my upcoming Johnny Depp movie reviews. I actually have written a script for the Pirates of the Caribbean, although unfortunately I have not finished writing the script, so it's still a long ways to go, especially with my work schedule, but I'll try to get it out as quickly as I can. And hey, you know, I have memberships on my channel now. Not only is my channel monetized through ads, I mean, I basically make like $10 a month on this channel, as opposed to over $20 per hour to work DoorDash, or $22 per hour to work my new job, plus being paid for the mileage I drive. But so obviously I got to work my jobs. I'm not making enough doing YouTube. But if you want to help me out more, so I can try to make better have more time to make better videos on YouTube, feel free to join as a member. You can join for as little as 99 cents a month, but you get a few more perks for the higher levels of membership. Anyways, thank you so much for watching.